A clean F82 BMW M4 in 2026 will cost you about the same as a brand new 320i. For a car that does 0 to 100 in under 4 seconds and sounds like it wants to fight you. This is the F82 M4, and today we're breaking down every single package BMW sold to you, what they cost new and what they cost now, and exactly what it will cost you per month to put one in your garage this month. Let's get into it. The F82 M4 landed in South Africa in July 2014. It was BMW's first M4 ever. Before this, it was just called the M3 Coupe. New body, new name, and for the first time in M3 or M4 history, a turbocharged engine under the bonnet. That was the S55 engine, a 3-liter twin-turbo straight 6, and depending on which version you bought, it made anywhere from 317 all the way up to 368 kilowatts. We'll get into all of those numbers in a second. First, let's talk about the packages. I see a lot of people mix these up, so today I will lay it out properly for everyone. There were 4 real versions of this car in South Africa. The base M4, which launched in 2014, with either a 6-speed manual or the 7-speed DCT automatic. It had 317 kilowatts, 550 Newton meters of torque, and does 0 to 100 in 4.1 seconds with the DCT. Then in March of 2016, BMW introduced the competition package. For about 124,000 extra, you got an extra 14 kilowatts, taking it to 331 kilowatts, plus adaptive M suspension as standard, bigger 20-inch wheels, lightweight M Sport seats, and the M Sport exhaust with black chrome tips. Above that is the M4 CS, which arrived in late 2017 at a launch price of 1,838,500 rands. The CS bumped power to 338 kilowatts and 600 Newton meters. It dropped weight with carbon fiber everywhere, from the bonnet to the boot lid and the sunroof. There was no CSL for the F chassis M cars, so please don't embarrass yourself in front of other people. The top of the range was the M4 GTS. It had 368 kilowatts and 600 Newton meters of torque, and only 700 units were built worldwide, and it launched in South Africa at 2.2 million. Till this day, these things still cost a fortune. Now, if you're in the market to buy this car, please be very careful and make sure the mileage of the car hasn't been tweaked. Look at this one for example. A beautiful spec going for 849,000 and only has 8,000 kilometers. But when I opened the pictures of the vehicle, I noticed the seats were worn out. Now, I am not saying the mileage is a lie before anyone comes for me. I don't have money for lawyers, guys. All I'm saying is that it's my first time seeing leather in this condition for a car that hasn't even done its first service yet. Anyways guys, moving on. Back when the F82 first came out, you were looking at roughly 1.1 to 1.2 million, depending on the options back in 2016 and 2017. Fast forward to 2026, a clean, low mileage spec F82 will run you anywhere from 800 all the way up to 1.3 million, depending on the year, mileage, spec, and service history. For context, the current G82 M4 competition starts at over 2.2 million brand new. So the F82 is honestly the last affordable M4. And honestly, this thing is still iconic all throughout South Africa and most of the world. I mean, just look at this thing, man. Top speed is electronically limited to 250 kilometers an hour. But if you have the M Drivers package, you can go up to 290. In June 2026, 95 unleaded petrol inland in Gauteng is sitting at 28.06 a litre. That is, by the way, the highest petrol price in South African history. That means a full tank of this M4 will cost you around 1.6. And realistically, if you're driving it the way it needs to be driven, you're looking at a combined fuel consumption of anywhere upwards of 13 liters per 100 kilometers. Now the part that everyone actually wants to know about. Let's say you get this beautiful spec for 850,000, you pay 10% deposit, which is 85k, and you finance the remaining 765k over 72 months, which is the standard term most banks will give you on a car this age. Prime lending rate right now sits at 10.5%, but on a performance car like this, banks typically add a margin on top of that, so you are realistically financing around 12.5%. That puts your monthly installment at around 16,000. Insurance can add another 3,000, plus adding in another 3.4 for the price of 2 full tanks every month, and your total cost of ownership comes up to 22,400. Now we won't be talking about tires and stuff, but just know the tires are gonna cost you an arm and a leg when it's time to replace them. But other than that, these cars have been known to be very reliable, as long as you keep up with maintenance. Also, since the car is so old, most of the issues are already known. The biggest one by far is the crank hub, so as soon as you get one, just upgrade that. Anyways guys, Thank you for watching. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel and tell me what kind of cars you would like me to cover next.